Hello guys, and welcome to the top 10 new nations for players in AOC2. Now, there's a lot of different scenarios to choose from, and I guess a lot of you like World War II, for example, or the modern world. Now, from all these scenarios, I am going to choose the modern world, because modern world, you don't have a lot of colonial stuff, you don't have alliances starting off, and definitely don't start in the Marshall Islands, because don't start in UAE. So a country to start off with at rank 10. At rank 10 we have Iran. Now Iran really is an easy place to start off with. You have a lot of weak neighbors, you can go after the Caucasus, you can learn the basic mechanics, there's nobody really threatening next to you. You have some neighbors which are decently strong, but if you just play, take out these small nations, kill off Iraq, go after UAE, you can grow into a powerhouse, understand the mechanics of the game pretty fast. And you can go and form countries like the Sassanid Empire and have a little goal there. At rank 9, I'd say Romania is a very good pick as well. For Romania has a very weak neighbor like Moldova, has only 4 provinces, easy to kill. There is some challenge with the Ukrainians to stay alive. It's not too easy, not too hard, probably an ideal start. Some neighbors which are similar size, so you should be able to beat them. But it's good to come close and not be able to best them or to have it hard, and you learn a lot about the game. Another fun one to start off is Vietnam. Now Vietnam very similarly has the threat of China, which you have to worry about. It's good to learn to have to deal with the big threats next to you. You should be able to take out Cambodia or Laos, one of the both weaker than you. But you still have to pay attention. You have, again, neighbors which are a little bit are about the same strength as you in the region. You should be a little stronger once you take out one of these two nations, and they will really help you learn the mechanics. The good thing also is it's shaded off, you only have like one main threat, and it's easy to learn on that country. As next fun country obviously is Germany. Now Germany obviously is one of the countries to be played the most. You have a lot of neighbors next to you which are weaker, which you can take out, so growing in the beginning is a lot of fun. You can kill off the hat, the German hat. You can fight the Czechs, the Austrians, the Swiss, Luxembourg is probably very easy to kill off. All these nations are a bit weaker, but it's fun to grow in the beginning and to become an empire, but later on face the big challenges like Russia or France also tends to be quite powerful. To play in the beginning, I wouldn't advise nations like the US or Canada because they already have to face off very strong nations. But Mexico can be fun. Mexico, again, you have to deal with the threat in the north. We have to look that you have to stay on the good side of the US, appease them at times, but you can easily expand into Central America. It will be very easy for you since you're about 50 times as strong as Guatemala or Belize. You can go to the Caribbean, experience naval warfare, which is actually not really a thing here. You just send units there, but still, Mexico, easy choice. Another one which I would recommend is Argentina. Argentina, very similar to the other guys, has Brazil, be careful, but you have again neighbors you can take out. This time they're all a little bit stronger. You'll experience stuff like having provinces which really can spawn little amounts of units in South America, which also is interesting to cope with. You have to build up your economy to be able to deal with the Brazilians if you want to expand. Now, a very good suggestion for the next country for rank number 4, we would have Bosnia. Now Bosnia, it starts off very weak, but you again have some options. You can take out Montenegro and Kosovo, which should be weaker than you. After that, Croatia and Albania become weaker, and you can grow expansionally again, but you'll have to fight those initial wars where you are weak, which also is important to experience your weakness and the constant threat of, let's say, Germany or Italy or France just deciding to kick your bum, or Turkey coming after you. Once you've expanded this region, you still are very weak. You can form Yugoslavia, which also is a fun part. Bosnia might be a fun country to pick. At rank number 3, I see Syria as being a very good country to pick. Again, stronger neighbors around you, so Iraq and Turkey are very strong, as well as the Saudis, but they're not too strong to not be able to take them out. So you could start off, take over Lebanon, go into Cyprus. Both of these should be very easy takeable. After that, Israel isn't that strong in this game, and Palestine as well as Jordan. So if you can unify this region, you might stand a chance against one of these guys. So you can grow in the beginning, have fun, get strong, and then you have to fight almost equal countries which should be a little weaker than you. Not necessarily the most fun to play long term, but to learn the game, Nicaragua could be quite a good choice. Again, start off with weaker neighbors like Costa Rica. You can take them out probably with relative ease, but then you already face trouble with Panama, which already isn't that weak. You should be able to take them out as well. Then again, Honduras should be then a little bit weaker, and you always can beat the little bit weaker guys. You have to build up your economy, which will be very weak in the beginning, gain strength, and then eventually maybe you can either go into Colombia or you can go into Mexico, one of the both. And the last one which I would advise is, interesting enough, Austria. Austria very similarly has a lot of very similar neighbors, Slovakia, Czechs, Hungary. You'll learn how hard it can be to take countries which are a little bit weaker than you. You can kill off Slovenia in the beginning, and then you should be stronger than every one of your neighbors. Everyone, even Switzerland, even Croatia, except Germany obviously. You should be stronger than them. But it's trickier than you think. You might learn a lot in Austria. You might learn a lot. And you can maybe even reform the Austrian. Is it possible to form anything with Austria? You can form the Austrian Empire, look. That's amazing. So you can go after that goal, take out Slovenia, maybe fight Slovakia. Everybody's a little bit smaller, it's weaker than you, but it's not that clear. I mean, Slovenia, yes, you should be able to take them out easily. But after that, expansion is hard, and I think that Austria could be a very interesting starting country, whereas in the end, when you have the Austrian Empire, you can try to face off against Germany or Poland, your strong neighbors. I hope this is useful for you guys who just joined the game. Might be a good lesson. You have to learn to spend your political points correctly, how to spend your money. Austria might be quite a good pick to learn how this game works. Thank you for watching. I hope you newbies have a good time with this list. Enjoy your day. I hope it's sunny for you wherever you are. And bye.